Click Stuff is brought to you by Lucky Dice Cafe out of Huntsville, Alabama. Check them out at luckydicecafe.com.
Welcome to Click Stuff.
Hey everybody, welcome to Click Stuff today. This is your host Daniel Powell speaking. We'd like to thank TrollandToad.com for sponsoring our podcast. Find HeroClix new and old at TrollandToad.com, the world's largest HeroClix retailer. Save 5% off your order of HeroClix when you use coupon code ClickStuff at checkout. Merchant and pre-order items do not apply. Shop TrollandToad.com for all of your HeroClix needs. Also check us out on Facebook.com/ClickStuff for all the ways to reach out to ClickStuff. If you like what you hear on the podcast today, we'd appreciate your support on patreon.com/clickstuff. $1 and above gets entered into our monthly HeroClix giveaways. $5 and above gets entered into our Discord server and exclusive HeroClix classes. And joining me today is Jason Badback Alvey.
Yeah, Happy New Year, folks.
And also, Tyler wishes that Immortal Hulk dealt penetrating damage whenever he moves skis.
Hey, I think I can admit that'd be too much.
You think?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'd use it.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Oh gosh. So let's just hop right in. Fellas, we got a Captain America set coming.
Woo.
There's been some previews.
Yes, there have.
Let's talk a little bit about the previews that we got. We'd like to thank WizKids for letting us preview the set earlier late last week.
Yeah, on Friday.
So let's talk a little bit about what we've got. I think we got 3 at least fringe pieces.
I agree. They're cool.
The first one is Minotaur. The thing is that he's got Animal Brute Monster for 50 points. Mm-hmm. And he's 10-3, but he can destroy blocking and ignores hindering. And if he destroys blocking, he gets +1 attack and damage. So he's
320 goes through?
Yeah, 320 goes through.
So he can be 13 for 6.
Yeah, he can be 13 for 6. He does have super strength, so he can pick up an object and be 11 or 12 for 6 pretty easily.
Yeah. Hello, Orange Proteus. They're best friends.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the theme too, monster.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Right. So monster keyword's really good. He's decent.
Yeah.
Just from a stat wise, but he does have Battle Fury top dial.
Yeah.
So I do like a charge piece in general that can be a themed. Let me clarify. I don't like charge pieces typically, but I do like charge pieces that can be transported, protected, themed, and can deal a hit the next turn. Unfortunately, Minotaur can't be transported, except in some unique scenarios.
Right.
But the big thing is that the trait Into the Labyrinth. This game, opposing characters can't use location bonus effects, but instead may use that consolation bonus instead.
That's really cool to have in the game.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about this. So Tyler, does that mess up your seals a bunch? Do you still get one or two? You get one seal?
Yeah.
Or you get one Emperor Penguin, right?
Yeah, one penguin.
Now, does the one penguin still allow you to steal an object?
Yeah, yes, because I still get to place it in water on my side of the map. So it would still let me do that.
So, and it's got like the 5 movement the Emperor Penguin does?
Yeah, 5 with Force Blast. It's awful, but yeah, it could pick up an object.
Yeah, so I mean, I think from that perspective, that like knocks it down in usefulness. Because that's the number one thing that I see typically is the map bonus used for.
Well, I mean, you got like Wakanda and stuff. It helps.
But yeah, I mean, Wakanda typically comes down to that one map, that one Super Sense roll that's crucial.
Yeah, that's probably true.
So I think once per game is just as good as a cajillion times per game. I know that there's math behind that disagrees with me, but you're usually going for that one Super Sense roll that you're either going to make it or break it on like Unseen or Kobik or Black Panther or whoever.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And, we haven't seen a lot of the Iron Avengers teams that work on generating the POG.
Seems weird. That's so good.
People seem to be playing stuff for just the consolation more than anything else, really.
Right. Yeah, so your Skull Camp and your Iron Avengers, they want to lose. They put those on teams where they want to lose.
Yeah. Basically, I don't think that there's any maps currently that make this guy worth playing, but in the future there could be. And it's just nice that there's an option. Because this is the only way to affect map bonuses at all.
There could be in this set for all we know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so exciting stuff coming up for sure.
It's sad when we have a 50-point figure that does this much stuff and we just like,
Well, you know what? I mean, the thing is that like we've got so much stuff that's just way cooler.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. It's like that's just the state of the game. How power creeped everything has become.
And it's awesome.
I don't know. I won't go into all that power creep stuff. I mean, it just is what it is. But like,
it's what it is.
But if I compare this Minotaur to Colossus that was 50 points from UXM.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Like, since when is Minotaur better than Colossus?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never seen this figure in a comic, so I don't know.
Is this an A version?
No.
It is not. So the Minotaur, Tyler, this Minotaur is from the OG Iron Man comic from like, I don't know, before me and you were born.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping there was going to be a Prime Dario Agger version, but I guess not.
Yeah, that's the one everyone was hoping for. I don't really know the comics enough to know which one. He's
from the newer like Jane Foster run of Thor. Basically, he's like the head of Roxxon Corporation.
It still could just be like a resculpt, like another thing, not a prime. It's possible.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think. Have we even gotten a Minotaur to sculpt before?
I don't know.
Didn't we have the robot Minotaur?
Yeah, that was in DC though.
I know, but wasn't the sculpt very similar?
Oh, I don't know if it was the same or not.
Yeah.
I looked at that piece once when it was spoiled, and I never looked at it again.
I think it is.
A robot Minotaur. No, it's Robot Minotaur. He's different.
Oh, okay.
You know what disappoints me is like WizKids said way early on that this set was going to be resculpts.
Oh, really?
But yeah, when we were at Worlds, Tyler.
I don't remember that.
But golly darn it, if I don't hear every 2 seconds, oh my gosh, this is so many resculpts. I just want to be like, could you guys go back to the Facebook group whenever we spoiled all of this stuff and it says, hey, there's going to be a crap ton of resculpts.
Yeah, but this still isn't as bad as some of the other sets they put out. Anyway.
No, it's going to be worse.
You mean it's going to be worse than Elseworlds level resculpt use?
I mean, I don't know. I can't say emphatically on that, but it's going to be bad. No. Correction. It's not going to be bad.
There's going to be a lot of resculpts.
There's going to be a lot of resculpts. They advertise it as such. It's not a bad thing.
It does serve a purpose.
What, the resculpts?
Yes. I'm sure it's helping them keep down the cost.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I never minded resculpts, like, at all.
Yeah, and then...
Like, if I get a chase resculpt, I'll be upset, but that's about it.
Well, and then, like, for me, in general, I always have to balance, I'm a collector at heart, so... the collector in me is going to get the set anyways, but, like, as a player, I'm more worried about the dial anyways, as a competitive player. Now, where I can sympathize is that folks that play strictly casual and don't particularly care what the figure does, I mean, a charge piece is a charge piece to them.
Yeah.
So they care about what the game looks like on the map. So I can certainly empathize with those folks' concerns about this set.
You look at Elseworlds, they didn't even like recolor the stuff. It was just the same damn thing with the different dials under 3 times. like
how many Electras were in that set?
You're thinking of
and Daredevil. And
oh my God, we had so many Daredevils.
Dr.
Like
Stark.
2 sets in a row. There was like 8 Daredevils.
Well, I would say, first of all, you're thinking of What If and not Elseworlds.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Whatever. Oh, yeah, you're right. Elseworlds was also just as bad, though. For the most part.
Not just as bad.
Not just that bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is probably the most egregious one ever, probably.
Yeah. But, I mean, it was a 15th anniversary set.
Which makes it even worse.
I guess what I would say for me in general is that the resculpt thing doesn't bother me. What matters is that Minotaur can charge through 3 squares of blocking and be 13 for 6 and sealed, so I don't feel so bad about pulling a charge piece and sealed.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, he's not playable, but it's just cool that there's a way to affect maps, right? That should be something that you could do. Just an option to you. So it's cool they did that.
Yeah. We got the Earth X Thor.
I didn't even know this.
Yeah.
I thought it was just Jane
Loki turned Thor into a gal.
Oh, so this is Thor Odinson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure how to feel about it, but yeah.
Underwhelming.
I mean, it's solid for a super rare. But I think the unfortunate thing, I love all these pieces, right? Like, I love seeing new pieces, new powers. But what kind of disappointed me on this particular piece was that the Thor from ABPI was literally the same top dial stats and powers.
Yeah, but isn't that one like 100 points or something? 115 or something like that?
It's 120.
Yeah.
Which fits with the higher rarity, better figure. But
well, that's not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be higher rarity, more complex figure.
Right. And it does have more complex things down dial. It has a more complex trait.
Yeah, the trait hurt my head when I first read it.
That's what's always sad to me is that, and I say this time and time again, Thor has a really cool shape change power down dial.
But it doesn't matter.
You can never count on a power down dial.
No. It's a really cool, if you're playing a Bizarro event, this is the piece to reach for. This thing's crazy on its last click.
Yeah. 7, 12, 19, 4 with Pulse Wave.
And the pickup power shape change thing is super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
All right, so our Chase Thor.
Wow.
So I did get some clarification on Thor. So Thor has a crap ton of stuff about his electrical lightning marker. And so folks in HeroClix, A and An do not mean singular.
Correct.
So if Thor runs in with on his 50-point dial, quakes people, knocks them back so he can make a range attack. He gets to EE all of them.
Mm-hmm. Attack not using energy explosion. Thor hits with an attack not using energy. Yeah.
Or like if he gets multiple bolts from the reality gem.
Dude, what if you give this guy Quake?
Well, he has it as a 50-point line.
Right, but I mean, yeah, that's true. Yeah, so just charge in.
Or you can give him. I mean, there's multiple ways to give him Quake. I mean, Thunderstrike or whatever. Or no, it's not Thunderstrike.
Yeah.
No, it's the Beta Ray Bill one.
Stormbreaker. Yeah, you're right.
Stormbreaker gives EE.
And Quake.
And does it give Quake too?
Thunderstrike gives Force Blast.
Yeah, it's the
it's the Beta Ray Bill one. Yeah, Stormbreaker. Yeah. So
cool. Yeah, you could energy explosion like 5 people if you did it right. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but you don't like charge pieces, so.
Well, with an asterisk. Wolverine's a charge piece.
Yeah, but he has an ID card, so that doesn't count.
No, hold on.
Main Force Wolverine is a charge piece.
Wait a minute. Thor is just more than a charge piece. All right, so we talk about how awesome a super rare Wolverine is. Okay, this guy starts out with energy shield deflection, poison, and mystics from close attacks with 1 more damage and impervious and prob over top of Wolverine. Now, of course, Wolverine has perplex and sidestep and free leadership and free student ID and all that kind of stuff.
But yeah, I think this is comparable to 50-point Wolverine.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
And this guy can call out 50-point Wolverine.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just pointing out. You said you didn't like charge pieces. So.
No. I'm talking about. I don't like.
Every time you're talking about HeroClix, there's an asterisk to everything you say.
Yeah.
I don't like. Yeah. No matter what you say.
Okay, then I don't want to hear about him talking about how name theme things are casual all the time anymore.
With an asterisk.
Yeah, but that's an asterisk on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll start saying the quote with an asterisk. That's fine. I mean, then you can start saying Daniel doesn't like charge pieces with an asterisk.
Yeah, there we go.
I mean, in general, I'm not a fan of a charge piece, right?
Well, I mean, most people aren't. Like in meta, like charge is generally not good enough, but sometimes it is if they have other stuff.
Right. So I mean, if it's a charge piece, like, is it good enough as a main force ID card call-in battery? And then, like in this guy's case, yeah, I think it's certainly playable at 50 points.
I think.
Yeah, but look, why are we talking about 50 points when like 125? His stats are just amazing.
Like, yeah, they are. They're really, really good.
But he's 1 outwit away from.
Right. That's why I don't like it. I think at 75 he's really, really good, really playable. Like you could even do 2 of them at 75. On like an Avengers team or a Ruler team, right? There's obviously, or does Third have Asgardian?
Yes.
Does he? Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe there's an Asgardian team out there. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, he's just solid, like all around. Like he doesn't really do anything special. I mean, there's sort of like the free energy explosion's cool, but he's just like a really solid, like a bunch of stats, a bunch of good powers, like just a good figure. Which is sort of what Thor should be. He's not like super complicated. So I think it's a really good Thor. This is probably the Thor to me, like the best one. Like if I'm reaching for just like a standard Thor piece, this would be it.
Yeah, I mean, and I think what's cool about it is this is Metal Arm Thor 2.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Like, that means things, right, Jason? Like, is this after he became unworthy?
Yes. This is in a recent run of, most recent run of Avengers, when they had the whole Celestial thing. This is him from that run.
Oh yeah, it's from 2018 right there. Thor #1, 2018.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
He also has that golden hammer, which is not Mjolnir. Like,
what is it?
This is before War of Realms when he got Mjolnir back.
Spoiler alert. I have not read War of Realms yet. Is that in the Marvel Unlimited app yet?
I don't know. I have the actual issues that came out like in the summer last year. So.
Oh, I need to see if it's in the Marvel app yet.
My bad. Thor is slowly becoming Odin. If anybody didn't notice.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, I
mean, we've seen future Thor, and it's basically Odin.
It's Odin. Yeah.
Oh, King Thor just makes me so happy.
The Thor. Yeah, King Thor was awesome. I pulled that guy. I was so happy. Then I traded him.
Oh gosh.
I had KC Batman and some other stuff.
Well, that was a bad trade.
No.
Yeah.
KC Batman's awesome too.
Not as awesome as King Thor.
I got other stuff. But yeah.
Thor becoming Odin. I guess I'm just ready for Thor with his trident soon enough.
I don't think he ever used that. I don't think Odin has Gungnir, the staff, the spear, but I don't think Thor's ever I don't think he's ever been shown to use anything like that, even in the far future.
No, he still uses.
Wait,
still uses Mjolnir.
Is Gungnir not a trident?
I thought it was a.
I don't think it's a trident. No, maybe it is.
I'm looking. Maybe it's just a generic spear. You know what's cool about all of this is that there is so much cool comic book shit that I cannot keep up with it all. It's a trident, according to this picture. Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah. Did not know that.
But, so, we're right in the middle. We've gotten 2 Scott Porter unboxings. And, a lot of things are neat. And we'll get into a more full set review. But today's unboxing gave us something that we really wanted to talk about, and that is the Immortal Hulk. I guess we'll just go ahead and say it. Like, Immortal Hulk does not deal you penetrating damage for sidestepping next to you. It does not have traded sidestep. It does not have Empower. It does not have Stealth. And it is not tiny. And what else did I say?
I don't know. I feel like you're the only person comparing him to Mini Shredder.
That is entirely possible.
He has lots of awesomes, what he is.
Yeah, he's 100 points for 15 clicks with basically like 5 stop clicks. Like, he's really good. He's outwit most of the dial. Like, he's...
Now, there is some caveats.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, Surtur or Green Arrow.
Green Arrow.
Thor, or Thanos.
Yeah, Thanos, who's going to be more popular after retirement.
Yeah. But even then, he's 15 clicks, and it's like 3 stop clicks because he resets when you die.
Right. Now, does he get to heal? You just turn him to his...
Click 1. He heals to click 1.
Wait a minute. So then you have to hit him through his stop click again?
Yeah, that's why.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
I've been reading it wrong. I've been really busy at work today, so...
What'd you think he did?
I just thought he, turned to his last click, so you could just, flurry him.
No.
No, he has 15 clicks, because it's 5 times 3. Yeah.
Although you do score points every time, but...
Yeah, it's like 25, and then 25, and then 50. Which is not bad.
Huh.
Does he have Avengers?
Yeah.
He has Avengers, Brute, and Monster. Well, now this guy's making me feel all sorts of ways.
Yeah, he's really good. He's got the free charge-ish, like whenever you can use it.
Yeah, I mean, a friendly character within line of fire has to be damaged by an opposing attack, which that's not hard to do.
No.
Not with giant girls. Like,
and not when you don't have to hide this guy away. You can just stick him way on the front.
And and like, so I didn't get a chance to say this in the chat. Like, this guy doesn't suffer the Iceman problem.
True. He's not big.
So, like, Immortal Hulk, Whale, 3 Wendigos, and a Carnage is 255, and that's a +7.
Well, you'll need Surtur.
Well, yeah, I mean, you'll need Surtur, but kind of the basis of the team is that Whale can carry Immortal Hulk, Whale can carry... Well, I don't guess you even need the Carnage necessarily, no, because you need Whale to carry Immortal Hulk, Whale to carry Wendigo, and Carnage to carry Wendigo.
Yeah, they got their Wendigo, yeah.
Yeah, so that's your 3, you're still leaving a Wendigo behind, but you can do a 4th.
You have the actions to move it.
Yeah, you can either move him himself or he can be carried by a Surtur or another Carnage or something.
Yeah, on my current team, Wendigo, one of the Wendigos moves up by itself. Yeah, I already thought about that then turn 2 he calls something out, and then turn 3 he calls something out. Then you push him to his second click, and then he can free charge. I'm assuming you've hit something, So that's a really good 3-turn swing.
Yeah, because he's 12 for 4 on that stop click with Battle Fury.
Yep. Which is not bad. That's a Kobik killer right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100 points calls out Iceman too.
Yeah.
Or Storm, he's a really good call on battery. Also, I thought maybe even stick the Ock arms on this guy. Just have him go to town for 15 clicks. He has good stats and he is really deep. He does not have to worry about taking damage.
So what I would say though is that this guy is not broken.
I will have to see him in action.
Exactly. But I just want to go ahead and throw him in the not broken pile.
He's only super rare.
Not broken yet pile, I'll say.
I mean,
he's really hard to kill, and he can do a lot of damage.
Yeah, but he's also ignorable until your opponent pushes him. Now, I mean, he also suffers the Kobik is just able to keep him token down.
If he's ignorable, then Kobik's ignorable because she's just a call and battery at 100 points.
Well, Kobik's not ignorable because she can be one shot. Kobik doesn't take 3 times.
True.
I mean, Kobik's not ignorable because you can at least take a shot at her. Mm-hmm. And typically, taking a shot at this Immortal Hulk is not going to be a good idea.
Well, yeah, but being ignorable because it literally doesn't help the enemy to hit you, it seems like a good thing.
But so on your team, right? I'd rather kill both of your whales and all of your Wendigos and all of your retail, and then just run.
Sure. I mean, yeah, I would just hope that you can't, right? I hope that I would do something enough with this guy before that. I do wish this guy, I know I'm asking too much, but if this guy had Colossal Stamina, I would love him so much more. Just because, he can be tokens, right? I just don't like clearing anymore. I'm spoiled. I haven't had to clear action tokens for a year. Everything on my team has colossal stamina.
Right. No, I'm with you.
Just having an off turn on this guy kind of hurts, I think. Our way to remove tokens. I guess I can leadership him maybe with whales. I got 2 shots at it. But you also kind of want to push him too. So colossal stamina would go a long way.
Yeah. So, I mean, there was a lot of things. There was a lot of folks talking about what to equip him with. I like the Ock arms on him. That's obviously good. But the Venom harness, right, just makes him better. Now, what was the thing that gave him? What's the thing that gives you steel energy?
The Soul Gem's pretty good, actually.
Mm-hmm. Soul Gem, because that gives him the +1 defense as well.
This is probably the best candidate for a Infinity Gauntlet. just because it's so hard to kill him. And he has such like a lot amount of health that you don't really care about hurting him. Mm-hmm. And the powers go really far on him too.
And to be clear, you're talking about the Pick a Power Gauntlet.
Yes, Pick a Power Gauntlet. Kobik's Gauntlet.
No, Kobik has a cube.
Oh yeah.
You're thinking of the Iron Man Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be. I mean, it's still like the risk is it's 30 points, and if you don't win map, it'll probably die. But
yeah, because the gauntlets can be shot by.
No, they're indestructible.
They're indestructible. Never mind. No, they can be TK'd.
Right, TK'd, which is still a threat.
Yeah, big problem.
I mean, Avengers is pretty easy to fluff right now, so is Monster. So,
right,
like there could be something to look at.
Mm-hmm.
This guy gets to pick 2 powers. That's pretty crazy, right? You could like charge, flurry.
Yeah, I think the most useful one was the reality gem, though.
Yeah, for just as a call-in battery helper.
Just as a call-in battery helper, and then when he does his free charge, if you roll the 10 or higher, he can TK something at him.
Yeah. Man, I'm just thinking the gauntlet, just picking like flurry, steal energy with this guy every turn. Man, I wish I had. Wish he had colossal stamina. But yeah, he's good. Somebody's gonna use him for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, even just on a don't die team, he's probably good enough. He's just really hard to kill.
Right. So Emmanuel asked us about what do we think about the new game design introduced in Captain America and the Avengers, and I think that comes down to probably this is probably the biggest one. Because there was other folks that are like, if you die the first time, you come back. So I mean that's been done before.
Yeah.
So that's always a good.
In this set, it's done a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With the Hero of the Ages or whatever it's called.
Living Legend.
Living Legend. Yeah.
The first time each game, blah 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 character would be KO'd, instead turn him to his last non-KO click, and then roll a d6 and heal him equal to half the result.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of that. So I mean, I think I'm gonna have to get a little bit of sealed in, or see a little bit more of the set and that sort of thing. Now the other one, the new trait, the Assembled Avengers. Once per turn, whenever blah 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 character hits after resolutions, you may roll a d6. 5/6 if your force has 3+ friendly characters with the Avengers keyword, remove an action token from blah 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 character, or give an action token to a character. If your force has 6+, do both.
Yeah.
But the problem is, like, these guys all have like 11s, and they're like 100 points.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta hit, and I don't know. Like, I'm looking at the Singularity character, and she's like 11/4 with phasing, which like just makes me want to scream.
Yeah, that trait's not gonna have a competitive. That's a theme like trait, just like
I mean that's totally a fun theme team. But then again, if you're putting 5 giant girls on your casual team, is it really casual?
Yeah, depends.
I don't know. Is it?
Depends on your definition.
Yeah, it depends on your definition of name theme teams or casual, I suppose.
I mean, if it's 5 of her and 3 of that Singularity, it's probably a casual team.
Probably. And then the other one is just there's Espionage trait, which is stealth, improved movement hindering, and improved targeting hindering, which is fine.
Mm-hmm. It's cool that they that nobody has stealth without improved movement hindering.
Yeah.
Actually, I think somebody did. I think one of the Winter Soldiers did, and I was annoyed.
Yeah, it's always annoying. But that Winter Soldier was meant to kind of be dropped and hindering an RCE out of there.
Yeah, like a sniper nest, which makes sense.
Yeah. And then that Avengers trait also carries over to the Masters of Evil or Thunderbolts. Mm-hmm. By the way, if you're playing like a 6+ theme team with Thunderbolts or Masters of Evil, like I'm pretty sure it's a casual team.
Unless Thunderbolts could be good.
Unless there's like a 5-point Thunderbolt in this set.
Kobik's Thunderbolt, Juggernaut's Thunderbolt.
Okay, there's 200 points of your team.
Yeah, okay. I see what you're saying.
You fit in 4 more for the last 100, and let's go.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably is.
So I dig it. So let's answer some more of our questions. Brian Poland writes in, when will the oversaturation of Avengers sets start to give people IP fatigue? That's intellectual property fatigue.
About 4 years ago.
Again,
I don't mind it, but people complained 4 years ago. They're going to be complaining in 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. I'm in the same boat. I freaking love HeroClix, dude. And just give me whatever. I'll play with anything new. Is just
exciting.
It's just up my alley, man. I don't care if it's Iron Man or some third B string, C string character that I've never heard of that appears in one panel.
Minotaur.
Sign me up.
Yeah. I mean, I love Captain America, so whatever. I'll take it every time.
And there's Thor in this set. You love Thor, too.
Yeah, and there's Spider-Man, too.
Ooh, there's a good Spider-Man.
So that's a good point. How does this Spider-Man compare to the great Spider-Man we have gotten?
Positively. It compares favorably.
Well, he is a super rare.
I didn't notice. I thought it was
so that puts him a little bit harder to pull off in sealed versus the ABPI Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Which
I
absolutely
not over the top as good as that guy is.
Yeah, I mean, I just love the ABPI.
I don't know. I think he might be.
You think so? I don't know.
Can he leap, climb, and then flurry from 12 squares away?
He can't run across the map and flurry to do that.
I will say that Spider-Man can kill this Spider-Man very easily. Because this I like him because he's stealth, traded, unoutwittable, 4/6 super senses, and shape change. It's just really hard to kill, which is cool. And then he can switch to offense if he wants to, or he can just call in battery. That's hard to kill with good themes.
This is the first time we've got a Spidey that switched dials back and forth.
And he heals. It's like a stealth sentinel. So, but
yeah,
generally,
no, I dig it.
You know what, Jason? You're gonna be super sad whenever you're gonna be super sad when you're playing that Spider-Man, and the Rock bottoms him with a pen.
No, it's not. It's not blue. It's green. I'm pretty sure, or some other color, or red maybe.
Was it? Dang it! I thought it was blue.
I don't know. I'm colorblind, so I can't really say.
I don't have it pulled up right now, so.
I'm looking at the picture, but I'm having a hard time determining what color.
I thought it was not blue, but
let's just assume that it's blue, and Eddie Guerrero
is going to I think it may be blue.
Is going to Three Amigos that Spider-Man off the ropes.
I like the sculpt a lot too. It's like the white spider.
This is from the PS4 game.
Yeah, well, it's from the comics, but I think it was original from the game.
Well, it was in the game first, but yeah, he appeared in Spider-Geddon 0. Yeah.
That's a good game.
Yeah.
He has wild card, which means almost nothing these days, sadly.
It means
and he
something
got all the
whenever
good
you can
movement
leap
stuff that he should have.
It means something whenever you can leap, climb, flurry from 12 squares away, and you wild card Avengers so that you can go 13 squares away.
Sure.
Or Federation team ability,
That's right.
Yeah.
Someone still needs to play that team. I like how they gave him TK. That's kind of cool. It makes sense for him.
Yeah.
He also has free in cap, which lets you throw the tank. Don't forget that.
Oh, I'll be so glad when the tank retires.
And he's got free movement. He's cool. He's really cool. But for 5 clicks, I don't know. He gets pulse wave real easy.
Yeah, I mean,
mm-hmm.
So look, we did get a question from Giordano about rotation, which kind of thinks about the ID cards. Most likely the Blackbird and Wanted poster and what's the other one's called?
The
bounty cards?
No,
the bad guys.
The bad guys.
Oh, the bad guy one. Yeah, the
what are those called?
Like files or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, the bad guy ID cards.
Yeah.
I don't play with them. I just know it calls out Harley. Okay.
Yes, it does.
I don't. Yeah. Until I kill your Mojo every turn. Don't play Mojo. Play Immortal Hulk.
Okay. Thinking about it.
So, anywho, his question is, one big worry that everyone had with rotation was how strong stealth would become. Now, I would pause it there and say, well, we're still going to have storms that can pulse wave.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think WizKids might be offering a silver bullet with the espionage trait, assuming we get better figures with it as well? Yeah, we've got to get a good figure with it. I mean, the ones that we've gotten have been some neat support pieces, but nothing that's been overwhelming. So
I think, silver bullet's just the demonic ring or whichever. I think it's demonic. Them improved boom and hindering, improved targeting.
Yeah, improved targeting
ring.
Yeah,
it's demonic.
Yeah, so just for 5 points you can do it.
Yeah. But we also have to have a good. I mean, and then Kobik can do it too. So.
Wait, she can?
Yeah, she can either Voop, token you, or see through hindering and give +2 range.
It's hindering and elevated, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. So Nick Haberman, do blind people see when they dream?
I don't know. I looked at that question and it blew my mind.
I have no idea. So Kurt Thomas writes in, what would your best start be for a competitive X-Men theme in the current meta? Who would, and then he's got a second question. So we'll go with the first one.
Dark Phoenix and Cable. I don't know.
Dark Phoenix is a good start. She probably goes on every build.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I
really like Cable. I don't know.
Your Lane Miller, PJ Bolin, Blackbird build with a Dark Phoenix and Iceman's. Pretty good. I think the X Swarm could be a thing.
Can Cable call in 100 point or 75?
No.
I
don't.
No.
Dang it.
Yeah, I think it's an optional.
Additional trait, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sad. But yeah, I really like Cable too. There's so much good in X-Men. I was trying to build a team. I want to run like Blackbird, but I want to run at 100 points so we can call in that. But I want to run Cable because, he's amazing. But then that's 205 points right there.
Yeah.
They don't get the reflexes. Maybe like that and like 2 Moiras and a Retail or something. What is that, +7? That's +7. That's not bad.
Right.
You could just run 10 Dark Phoenixes.
Yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot of good X-Men teams. It's probably like 3 or 4 like just X-Men teams that are viable.
Yeah, they're viable. Now, I think that they're viable mostly in that they have to call out Iceman at 100 points.
I don't think they have to.
No, I think they need to have a quick route to call out 100-point Iceman.
You think so?
Because Wendigo Swarm is still a thing.
Yeah, but what about just like a full like an X-Men Swarm, like you said? I think that could.
I think X-Men Swarm's not as viable. I don't think X-Men Swarm is as viable as the Blackbird.
Yeah.
Unless you're playing with a version that can call out 100-point Iceman. Now, I don't know if there's a 100-point X-Man that just stands out to me, other than the Blackbird.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just kind of my thought, right? Is that you still have to figure out a way to deal with the Wendigo Swarm until you don't. I mean, now if that sees a down tick in play, then you'll probably be okay to go with the other thing.
It might. People are already taking in Iceman to deal with it, so it definitely could see a down tick.
Except for you, because you're still going to go for it.
Probably. I want to build an X-Men team, though. That's like my next thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we all know for Nats coming up this year, if they don't retire until after Nats, you're gonna play the Whales. You're gonna have to.
Am I?
Oh, really?
Well, I kind of want to build an X-Men team. I've been thinking about it.
I didn't expect your answer to be that, Tyler.
Yeah. I like the X-Men. I played X-Men. That was my team before Wales. X-Men Swarm.
Yeah, but just think if you would have gotten better than top 16 if you'd played Wales instead of X-Men.
I probably would have, because nobody. Well, I don't know. I didn't practice it.
Yeah, but if you'd had that Tyler Spees knowledge before Nats that year.
Yeah, I kicked myself because the entire team was legal.
Yeah, there's just not a lot of good X-Men that are 100 points plus.
Maybe somebody plays Nakasonic Teenage Warhead.
Nice. Nate Warren did. I think that's his last name. Not Nate from Chicago, but Nate from south of Chicago.
Yeah, he did. He did really good with it.
Yeah, he top 16'd with it.
Yeah, but he was undefeated until the last round.
No, he was. Yeah, that's right.
Right?
He lost mid range because I played him in the last round.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
So let's see. We answered a million. Okay, so our last question for tonight before we get into the Malcolm Rush questions is from McConnell Lamar. What is your favorite figure to use with each Mandarin ring? And we promised McConnell that we would do this question for a while, and we have neglected him.
I never promised that. Excuse me.
Yeah. So let's just start. I'm looking on here. Remaker. It's just your favorite figure to use on it. It doesn't have to.
I mean, I don't know. Probably Unimind.
Yeah, I mean, Remaker goes on anything
Daredevil. Daredevil.
Mm-hmm. Any ID battery, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Daredevil. Daredevil is all these.
I do like it on Daredevil as well. Yeah. Influence ring. That is the choose a free character with gives you effect Force Blast, and then choose a character within 3 squares of line of fire. Knock that character back 1 square.
I like any wrestler with reversal.
Yeah.
You get a free attack when they're knocked back.
Danger Room Magneto, because he can choose the direction of knockback, can he? Or he can't. Yeah.
He already can do that.
Yeah, but he can't just. He already has Force Blast, doesn't he? Yeah, never mind.
I mean that's a good one, right? Because that's just a way to increase his damage output.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true. If they're next to a wall, you can then deal 3 damage.
Yeah, or if they're down in elevation and stuff, and that doesn't trigger retail either. Mm-hmm. If you knock them down elevation or into a wall. I agree with that one. Spin ring, that gives you TK, and then free. Choose a character within 3 squares in line of fire. Place that character in an adjacent square. I like the spin ring on theme teams that don't have easy access to TK.
Yeah, I mean that's good on like any cheap figure, right? I mean,
you like playing it with 2x2s because you can they basically sidestep, right?
Correct. Yeah. Now you play it. You can't equip it to a 2x2, obviously, but
right.
You play it with 2x2. So if you play it with a bunch of 25-point Magnetos, mm-hmm. They're super moving a bunch.
Or you can play it get really bold and play a 150-point tank, and then have some random soldier equip this thing and sidestep for 6. Because you can swing the butt around. That'd be kind of cool.
What's his name? What's his name would have words with you about that?
Yeah, that's not allowed, Tyler. Don't try to cheat.
The whale tailing.
Yeah, you're whale tailing.
Yeah.
No, you totally can do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Kind of
which is silly, but yeah, you can totally do it. All right, next up, Spectral Ring, Precision Strike, and then when that character attacks a single character and hits, you may choose to clap deals 1 damage instead of normal damage. The skull from the main set, is there a better one?
Jason Weingart. It's pretty cool.
I guess.
Because you still hit with the mind control, so you can steal one and then keep mind controlling.
Yeah. I like that. But I think part of my issue is almost, and well, it's who I like the figure on, not if I think the ring's playable. I would say any of the offensive rings, the problem is with the offensive rings is that you don't have time to equip them right now.
Yeah.
The defensive rings is fine, right? Because you're equipping a ring to defense.
Right. Then you're immediately using it on your opponent's turn.
Right. So that's not the question at hand. Nightbringer ring, you get stealth and smoke cloud is free, but only to generate 2 markers.
Any big OMA likes this a lot.
I liked it on Nightshade. It was fun.
Oh yeah, that's obviously
yeah, because Nightshade can Voop with it, right? That's a big one.
Yeah. Gardner was another good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that Gardner guy might be pretty good, and I hear that Gardner guy may have just been untouched by any erratas.
Yeah.
But so like between Chicago and Michigan, we didn't see a lot of Gardner.
No.
And I would totally think that's just because people didn't play it.
Yeah, I think so too. They want to try new things because there's a new set and stuff.
Now, I think so today is January 7th, something like that.
Yeah.
Like Gardner is still a good play.
He's still a top play.
He is still absolutely the top play. Like you can just play either Isaac's team or was it Robert that got second?
Yeah.
And then Dustin and Micah all played the same kind of double Gardner team. That team is just as effective. They didn't play double Gardner, did they? They played double Trader, which they can't do the double Trader thing. But those teams, the super high cosmic Gardner comes across the maps and punches your ass team, is still super good. I mean, because Unseen's still legal.
Yeah. They didn't even run the Nightshade with it, which I thought was weird. Or Dustin didn't, right?
Dustin, they ran the Nightbringer.
Did they?
Isaac didn't play Nightbringer.
Isaac didn't. Okay.
Yeah. So, Nightbringer, and that brings up next is Demonic. That is proof targeting hindering, and then when that character hits a single attack and after resolutions, you modify their attack or defense -1.
Jason Weingart.
Yeah, that's another good one. I also think that after retirement, that one becomes good on Black Panther.
Yeah, we played it on Thanos too.
Thanos is good too. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That's my dark horse. Ultra Chase Thanos can absolutely wreck Uni, except when Uni says, I'm going to pick up stealth from Cersei.
Right, and then he's just like unbeatable from
Right. Exactly. So, that's the play, is to equip Demonic on your Ultra Chase Thanos team and drop the Ego Gem, and then your Uni team is having to fight much harder.
Yeah.
Incandescent Ring.
So that's the penetrating energy explosion.
Penetrating energy explosion. I think that goes on Danger Room Magneto again.
Yeah. Did we say it was really good on Rescue?
Rescue, that's what I was going to say, yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I still want to pull that off. Like, the math on the max damage you can do with that is like in the 50s, I think. Because you got to roll the d6 and it's for each hit character. So it can do like 8 damage to like 9 people if you set it up right or something like that.
Yeah, but if it's more of if your opponent sets up their team incorrectly.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but even without that, it still makes it 2 plus whatever, and then it's penetrating, which is pretty good. And she's got like a 12 attack or something, right? 11
she
or 12?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Lightning Ring. When the equipped character uses bolts to target more than one character, increase the damage dealt to each character by 1. Equipped character may be equipped with a second object. I
like Magneto with this one.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's good.
That is good. What was the other one I was thinking? Rescue has triple bolts too.
Yeah, but she doesn't have. Does she have energy explosion naturally? She doesn't, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, but.
So just still, it would increase it by 1.
But she has 0. I think she has 0 damage. Is the other part.
Yeah, she does base 0.
But you can end up dealing 1, right? You can triple target, shoot, and deal everyone 1 damage. Which is the same as having 3 damage.
Anybody with multi-target energy explosion is good with this because it increases the damage dealt, not the
damage value.
Right, so like energy explosion would deal 3, and also like if you have 2 damage and you attack 2 people, increases damage dealt by 1 for each of them. So you're dealing 4 damage. Right, increase your damage by 2 if you have 2 targets, or if you have 3 targets, increase it by 3.
Does it work with Pulse Wave?
No, because you got to use bolts.
Yeah, it's just not the bolts. Yeah, but the more targets, the better. The more you get out of it. Yeah.
All right, Liar.
Alex Wilder.
Mind Control.
Yes. I like that one.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
I mean, the other one that I've seen that the folks from Texas have been using is the ABPI Prime Black Panther.
I still don't like that piece.
I don't either, but they like it.
Yeah. There's other people who have used it, but I don't know.
Yeah, because you push him to his second click, and he's got the improved targeting, hindering, elevated, and blocking. But that's kind of one of those things. It's not. I'm not overly excited about that one. But I do like Alex Wilder, and with the last one, I also like Alex Wilder, which is the Zero Ring. Barrier in cap barrier is free, but only to generate 1 marker, which is all Tri-Sentinel needs to sidestep through or to activate his retail and blow up the blocking. Which is super silly. I think I should also take a 15-second reminder here that says that Surtur, Tri-Sentinel, and all of the other crazy retails that have after resolutions effects they can activate their retail, not be placed, but their after resolution effects come into play from wherever they're at, which is really silly.
It is silly.
Refer to our last 3 episodes where we have this PSA in every episode.
Yeah, somebody did that to me in Chicago on the prison tier map, and it was not fun.
Right. All right, so for the last part of our episode, we are going to talk a little bit about Malcolm Rush questions. So Malcolm loves all HeroClix podcast, all HeroClix content. He sends us a ton of questions every couple of weeks. Malcolm, you send a ton of detailed questions, which don't quite have enough time to answer every week. So we're going to take a selection of your questions from the past 6 months or so, and answer some of the more interesting ones that you have asked us. So we appreciate you supporting all of the HeroClix podcasts. For those that don't know, Malcolm's in Japan and doesn't have access to HeroClix. So let's answer a few of these. So these are questions about us. We'll kind of do these in rapid fire so we can get more of them in. And then this one is, what other games or hobbies do you like besides HeroClix?
I play League of Legends a lot. Other video games, assorted video games. I don't really collect anything else.
I like board gaming.
Oh, I do too.
I play a lot of Transformers TCG right now, and I've been collecting. I collect action figures too.
I do. HeroClix is number one for me, but I do car and truck stuff, outdoor things, and I collect. Not as much as I used to, but I do collect Iron Man action figures as well.
Do you do any Funko Pops?
Not really anymore. I only pretty much do just the Iron Mans.
We both kind of got out of them.
I didn't sell my stuff like Jason. I didn't sell my Funko Pops like Jason did. I think I still have somewhere around 400 Funko Pops.
Yeah, I had about that many when I sold them, but I kept on my Spider-Man. Yeah.
Yeah. And just for folks that don't know, like, I collect Iron Man armors, and my last count about 2 years ago, I had right at 200 distinct Iron Man armors and action figures.
That's pretty cool.
That didn't include HeroClix. That was just packaged or unpackaged Iron Man armors.
Do you have an Infinity
you should really see
Iron Man glove?
I do have. I got it the day it came out. So I pre-ordered it and it shipped it out. So like I got it before. I had it like 3 or 4 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, you should see like the toy den that Dan has.
Oh, he showed me once. It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was something.
It's a thing.
It is a thing.
I've probably got like close to like 100 Transformers figures right now that I've been collecting.
It doesn't take long to get that many.
No.
I've only been collecting for probably 7 years, maybe 8 years or so, and I didn't collect before that. So,
yeah. I don't have any other collections.
Let's see. So, oh gosh, we got all kinds here. Let me ask this one while I'm scrolling through the next one. What TV shows do you guys watch?
Currently or in general?
No, just currently. Let's go currently.
Mandalorian was really cool.
Yeah, it was cool. I just finished that. I just started The Witcher. It's gonna be good.
Oh yeah, that looks cool. I like sci-fi stuff. I like fantasy stuff. Star Wars, obviously. Yeah.
Sam and I just finished the first 2 seasons of Good Girls.
Good Girls.
So I
saw the previews.
Oh my gosh, it's like Breaking the Good Housewives of Breaking Bad. And these 3 suburban moms become like gangsters.
Yeah, like robbers, like bank robbers and stuff.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It is absolutely. It is giving me such good Breaking Bad vibes. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I watch a smattering of anime. My Hero Academia is really good, and they should make a HeroClix set of it because it's superheroes. That would be really cool.
Now, I don't want to mistake this here, but Adam always talks about his favorite girl in anime.
Best girl.
Best girl. Do you have a best girl?
I do not. Some of the anime tropes get a little weird. I do not have a best girl. But yeah.
If you did, do you have one in mind?
You're supposed to pick one. Like, there's supposed to be one per show.
Oh God.
I don't know.
It sounds all complicated.
Well, just like the best girl in the show. But I don't know.
Okay. All right. His next set of questions from August. What type of weather and season do you like and don't like? So we're in the Kentucky and Southern Ohio and Indiana where we all have the same weather patterns here. Where we get to experience all 4 seasons in one day.
Yeah.
So Tyler, what do you like and don't like weather-wise?
I don't like heat. I do not like the hot at all. Weather I like is not hot weather. I mean, I don't mind any. Like I like snow. I like when it rains. I guess when it drizzles, that's the worst. That's my least favorite. I like it like a big storm. That's cool. Like I like that. But when it's just like drizzling, no, that's just sad.
Jason?
Fall's got to be my favorite season of the year.
Mhm.
I like it when it's cool, but it's not really cold. And I hate summertime here because it's like humid as hell, and I sweat a lot. So yeah.
So I definitely have the opposite answer of you guys. I love the Midwest heat and hot and the humidity. Because I hate the cold.
Oh,
So
I love it.
this was probably 5 or 6 years ago. I decided to stop hating the cold, or I decided to stop hating the heat because I hated the cold
so much. You're like, let me join forces with the heat so we can kill the cold.
Yes, exactly. Like global warming, sure, bring it on.
That's why fall's so great. Cause it's not too cold. It's not too hot. It's right.
But we get fall for like 10 minutes here.
Man, one of my favorite.
I know, but
that's
that
true.
Sucks.
No, we got. What do you mean? It's fall right now. What are you talking about? Or spring. I don't know which one it would be. One of my favorite things is when my room is all cold, but I'm like snuggled under a blanket. It's so hot.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite things.
That means you like the warmth, not the heat, not the cold.
No, but I like that there's cold outside, and I can still feel it and let it in.
Like, I want my room to be cold, and I want a fan blowing on my face.
Yes,
and a nice blanket. Yeah.
Man, you are my soulmate, Jason.
Yes.
I have a fan on right now.
You guys can sleep together next HeroClix.
Hey, we've roomed together the last couple of times. It's all right.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Year round, I have a fan on me and a comforter. So.
Yes, me too. Yep. I like it.
Goodness. All right, so his later August questions are all about cartoons.
I like that. Okay. Steven Universe is my answer.
I'm digging.
Steven Universe, okay.
I don't know what the question is.
Actually, I think mine's going to be a lot different answer than yours.
I just rewatched Avatar: The Last Airbender, and that is probably right up there. I don't know which one I like more. I probably like Avatar better. Avatar's probably my favorite.
So the question is, do you think that these cartoons you enjoy will ever become HeroClix?
I think so.
What about you, Jason?
Well, cartoons that I enjoy have already become HeroClix. Like, I hope Transformers do become HeroClix at some point, since they're doing like the miniatures, because I love Transformers. But like Justice League Unlimited was one of my favorite cartoons of all time, and so is X-Men animated series. And well, we got both of those.
So, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that.
Yeah, I did. If I could dig some G1 Transformers going on, like, I'd be like super happy.
Yeah, I agree. Now, I think the important thing is like, I've heard this through the grapevine, is that the owner of WizKids and NECA loves to collect licenses.
Yeah.
That's just what I've heard. And I think that's kind of public knowledge, because that's kind of what his business is, right? So it's not like a stretch there to think about it.
Right.
So it just depends on what he could get a license for, realistically.
I've heard that the licenses for the Ninja Turtles included other Nickelodeon IPs. But I don't know if that's true, but
I'm guessing Transformers is not going to happen because Hasbro owns Wizards of the Coast.
Probably not. Yeah.
I'm really surprised they're doing the miniatures for him, to be quite honest. But
I think Avatar would be a really good one. I know Zach has been stomping for it for like 5 years, and I'm right there with him.
So it's cool. Avatar the Airbender, right?
Yeah, The Last Airbender.
Not the really cool, super cool CGI movie that we got.
Right. Which they've announced the release dates for the second one and the third one and the fourth and the fifth one.
I have never watched anything have to do with Avatar The Last Airbender.
I haven't either.
You should both sit down and watch it. It's really, really, really good.
Is it streaming on something?
Yeah, but you got to pay for it. It's like
I already pay for like a bunch of stuff. So what's it on?
Yeah, but it's not. It's on like a Nick thing. It's like Nick something or other. Yeah, it's like $4. I just did it because I paid for a month because I wanted to watch the whole thing again, and I did, and it was awesome.
So his next set of questions from August still. What's your favorite shifting focus character?
Superman.
Agreed. Jason?
Captain America.
That's a good one. He's solid.
Okay.
Until I get a shifting focus Spider-Man.
Hey, we're getting shifting focus Iron Man. We could get it in this set. You never know.
Yeah. I mean, we could. Yeah, we could. I don't think we will, but we could totally do one. So with kids, take my idea. I won't charge you.
The first shifting focus Iron Man seems weird because it's not like doesn't seem like it's focused on anything. Like, what's the focus? If you had to sum it up.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't looked at it really yet.
Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't seem like it has a focus. Like all the other ones were like, this is what this guy is focusing on.
Right.
I just didn't really get that. But
maybe I'll look at them soon. September. Let's talk about tiny size. This question is: we've already got the pocket tank. What other vehicles do you want to see WizKid make? He says, what other vehicles do you want WizKids to make into tiny size? But I don't think we get really many other tiny size vehicles. So let's just ask that question: is what other vehicles do you want to see WizKids make?
The Fantastic Car.
Oh yeah, that's totally something they should do. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
especially now. Yeah. 2020 con exclusive. You heard it here first.
I would not be surprised.
They should make Big Wheel.
Big Wheel.
The Spider-Man villain? Isn't there a Spider-Man villain called Big Wheel? Right?
Okay, that's one I'm not familiar with.
I'm not making this up. Okay.
Did you find this on like a WizKids on a fan fiction?
This better not be
One
the Iron
second.
Horn thing.
I'm looking it up. Yeah, Big Wheel. Look at this thing.
Big Wheel Spider-Man. Like you're talking about like the thing the tricycle that you ride?
No, it's like he's an enemy. His name is Big Wheel, and it's a big wheel. It's like the War Wheel from the DC set.
Yeah, okay. This looks exactly like the vehicle that General Grievous used in Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, kind of like
his
that.
wheel bike.
Yeah.
Holy shit! They just stole this from the comic book.
Yeah, it's Big Wheel, man.
Spider-Man was out. This came out in 1978.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's why I'm not familiar with this dude.
Or they could do Kite Man's Kite. That'd be kind of cool.
Huh. Okay, I could dig that.
I didn't. You know what was disappointing is that Iron Man has been flying around in his suit of armor, but it looks just like the Stark car.
What?
In the newer Iron Man comics, he's been flying around. His
armor looks like the car?
His armor transforms into the Stark car.
Oh, and he's just flying. That's a little lame.
Yeah.
I always thought it'd be cool to have a vehicle of Iron Man's armor that like someone could pilot. I thought that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, just an equipable armor. That'd be cool.
I think that'd be cool.
I'm just reading the comic vehicles that we haven't got yet. What about... I don't know if it would be feasible, because I don't think they're going to do the 3x6s anymore. But I think we missed the golden opportunity to get like the Shield Helicarrier.
Dude, that'd be too big. That'd be bigger than a 3x6.
Oh, well, here's one for you, Tyler. The Static Shock Saucer.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense because it only flies with his powers. Like, other people can't do it.
No, that's true.
Talking about the helicarrier, there is precedent for a giant like vehicle type thing from WizKids, because they did do the Star Trek Deep Space Nine battle station.
Yeah, but it wasn't HeroClix legal.
No, but it's not. But it was legal for Star Trek Attack Wing that they did or are doing. So, I mean, they have done giant pieces like that for their game, so it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Oh, is the piece actually just, like, huge?
Yeah, it's huge. It's freaking huge. Have you not seen the giant-ass board cube they did, too?
No. Maybe the helicarrier could just be a map. That would be cool.
The helicarrier has been a map.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
On, what, more than one occasion?
Oh, okay.
I think.
Yeah. Okay. Jason, are you killing some tea right now?
I am.
Yeah. I'm just looking at this list of comic things, and I know it hasn't been made yet, but like the Megazord, like I think that would
then
be
we have
cool.
to do Power Rangers.
Yeah, just give me. Oh, what about, they've done the Bat Cycle on the Batmobile. What about the Bat Boat?
Is there a Bat Boat? I'm sure there's a Bat Boat.
In the
And you know what?
In the 60 TV show, there was.
Yeah.
And sure. here's a good resculpt opportunity: the Batcopter.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I remember this one. The Whirly Bat. It's just Batman sitting in a chair with a helicopter blade on top of it.
Okay. Sure.
JLU could bring us the Huntress bike. The Huntress's bike.
No, think about it. Disney owns Marvel now, so we have all of Disney. They could do Lightning McQueen or Mater.
Oh my god.
We haven't got Robbie Reyes' Ghost Rider Hell car.
Oh yeah, or even the bike. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the Hell Tractor from the latest Avengers run.
Oh yeah.
But I really do think that the JLU set could get us the Huntress bike. Huntress and the Question on the bike.
Question had a car. We could get the Arrow car.
That's a good one.
Is there an Arrow car?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's also an Arrow cave. Go look at that.
The Quiver.
Yes, he didn't call it the Quave. He didn't call it the cave. He called it the Quiver because he didn't want to sound like Batman.
No, well, he didn't. No, he originally called it the Arrow Cave, and then Harley Quinn said, "Why don't you call it the Quiver? Cave, like bats live in caves." It was funny. That was a good time.
Yeah, that was a good. Yeah.
Oh man, there's so many vehicles within.
There are, but we're not getting them.
Yeah, probably not. All right, so let's talk about Pogs. You know what? This one's pretty simple. I think we can sum this one up as what character in HeroClix, or what character hasn't been made yet that can make a Pog that you'd like to see?
That can make a Pog.
Yeah, so mine would be, there's the War Machine. He goes into a Manicore armor because he doesn't want to be, he gets claustrophobia in the suit after he was resurrected into a chemically or whatever manufactured body, whatever.
Sure.
Well, Iron Man died and War Machine died in Civil War II, so they 3D printed them new bodies and transferred their consciousness from the cloud into their body. So anyways, he pilots a Manicore armor, but he pops out of the Manicore armor and then fights. So that would be my answer.
Okay. Man, this is hard.
Yeah. We could do Superior Spider-Man that makes spider bots. That'd be kind of. And we already have him
done that,
in 3D. But he didn't pop them out though.
Right.
Man, that was such a cool piece. That's one of my favorite pieces of all time. Okay. Mine would be
a Namor that pops out a whale as a bystander.
Where's he popping out from?
You don't want to know.
Yeah. I don't know, something that maybe a War Machine that just has a missile pog. That'd be kind of cool. Or anything that has a missile pog. That'd be kind of cool.
You mean the Silver Centurion?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Silver Centurion is?
Did it come out before Deadpool?
No, Silver Centurion came out in the Invincible Iron Man set.
That was right before me.
You would generate a Pog called the Torpedo Token.
Oh!
And you would move it once and 7 turns in, it would hit you for 7 damage.
What?
With an attack value of 11. Now, you had to be in the square it occupied.
Yeah.
It was a special terrain marker.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite token of all time has to be the Golden Eagle, though.
Is that the
from
bird?
Iron Pharaoh?
Iron Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Let's see. Next set of questions from Halloween. What's your favorite scary character in HeroClix?
Like a horror character, really?
I don't know.
I really like the Grim Reaper pieces. I think those are super cool. I've never really been able to use them, but I just like the idea of them.
I always wanted to use the ghosts.
Yeah.
I'm always really terrified when I see Green Arrow.
That is a scary piece.
Sitting across from the table from me.
Yeah, like Jacob Marley is really good, and people forget about him. He should probably have been used somewhere.
Yeah,
I'm also really scared whenever I see Surtur sitting across the table.
Surtur is scary.
Giant fire demon should probably be scary.
There's also like the really scary little girl that's Kobik.
I feel like she's scary in the comics too. She's got like the Cosmic Cube. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Let's see. We talked about this a little bit earlier. What HeroClix lately did they not watch list good enough?
Did they not?
I mean, I think that goes into the Trader Gardner thing, right? They didn't fix that interaction, right? And just because
Vulture.
it's not being... Well, no, the Vulture thing, so that's not specifically on Vulture because Thor gets the same problem.
Thor?
Because if he hits multiple characters, he gets to EE them all when clearly the design limitation is to KO once or to EE once.
He's not a problem. I don't like Vulture. I don't think he'll ever be a problem because it's just EE on people he's already hit.
Vulture should never been able to do all that.
The problem is that the Ock Arms made Vulture really good.
Yeah, I agree. But I just don't like things that can attack your whole team. I just don't like them. It's like a design.
Like a whale.
Yeah, that whole core has combo.
No,
too.
Not like a whale. Yeah. Yeah, Hulk Korath is a thing.
Yeah, that was dumb.
I mean, it's still dumb for a few more months, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Next set of questions. Apparently in Japanese they say hip for butt. Fun fact.
In what context?
I don't know. Just a message that we got from Malcolm somewhere along the way.
Okay.
In Japanese they say hip for butt in kids' words. So team abilities. I like this one. Last question on this one. If you could have a team ability in real life, what would it be and how would you use it?
What would you want it to be, or what would it be?
Yeah, if you just had a HeroClix team ability in real life, what would it be?
I mean, I would want it to be Mystics to get back at my
enemies. I was about to say that.
You mess with me, fuck you too.
Don't touch me.
Well, they have to deal. They have to actually deal damage to you, though, right?
Yeah, if somebody punches me, like, screw you. And if they hurt me emotionally, I would count it. Take that. You get zapped.
Oh, holy crap! I'd be giving out a lot of Mystics damage, probably.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm trying to think of other team abilities.
Like whenever someone gets snarky when you order something somewhere, like, oh, you want that? Oh, Mystics damage.
Tyler, you used to do like double Mystics damage. Like you used to could pick up like Thunderbolts, like ATA and like cross-gen team ability, and have like Mystics and cross-gen did the same thing. So you have like two Mystics.
Cross-gen?
It was like one of the old indie.
The only one I knew was the
TAs.
The the Pacific Rim, I knew.
So you can get Mystics, Kaiju, and Cross Gen all together.
And Golden Age.
Yeah, it used to be like Thunderbolt's feet though, and you would put the Thunderbolt's feet on them, and you would pick a team ability. So you just pick that and like
Thunderbolt's feet lets you pick the team ability.
It used to, yeah, years ago. You got like the Loki and Thor duo from like the Hammer of Thor set. You put that on them and like they get double Mystics crap out of you. It was great.
What was that team base? Trinity of Sin. That was a cool team base. That did that.
Yeah.
Double Mystics.
Yeah.
All right. So this is question in general, like, what do we think about WWE at this point?
I have a lot of fun with WWE, and I can't wait for more.
It's fine. I'm not like the biggest fan of it.
Dude, Tombstone and a Nimrod is like totally fun.
Yeah, I mean they're cool. I'm not like super like it's more HeroClix to me. It's just another set. I like it because I like HeroClix.
Yes, accident. Yeah, absolutely. Like I think Kobik just gatekeeps them so much because you don't want to give Kobik WWE, and you don't want to get shot when Kobik steals your WWE.
You definitely don't want to get shot.
No, but beyond just competitive play, they're just really fun to play.
They are. I'll agree with that. They're just fun even when they're on the board. I agree with that. They're really fun.
Yeah.
Like tapping things out and stuff.
Yeah.
Man, I was looking at Spider-Man villains, and I got across Juggernaut, and then I clicked on this thing, and it's like an $800 Juggernaut sculpture, and it looks the coolest thing I've ever seen. It's like real cool.
Nice. It better be for $800.
Yeah.
I think I've seen one of those before. It looks really good.
That's like half a year for the HeroClix.
Dang.
Oh, I have not seen this one before. That looks fantastic.
Yeah.
I know there's a couple here that go to the not Big Bang, but another one of the comic book stores that I go to that bought the house next door to them just for their statues.
Oh my god.
Oh, holy crap, this is awesome.
Yeah, it's so cool, dude. Oh, shipping is also $120.
That makes sense.
Well, the helmet even comes off. That's
right.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll just go with my UXM rare Juggernaut where the helmet comes off.
Basically the same thing.
Basically. So next question is about conventions. Who's the most famous person you've ever met at a convention?
I've never met anybody famous at a convention.
Yeah, you have. You've met Tyler Spees, 2018 HeroClix World Champion.
Pal. I met Scott DiGnazio. Kinda.
I mean, I walked across the street from Felicia Day one time.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Is she the girl from Bewitched? No, not Bewitched.
No, Geek and Sundry. She did all the Geek and Sundry stuff. Like,
what
was that show? Gosh, I can't remember the name now.
The Guild.
The Guild.
Oh, she was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Was she? What did she play?
V.
Oh, okay.
I knew I recognized her from somewhere.
She was in Dr. Horrible sing-along blog too.
Yeah, they were at Gen Con one year. We were walking down the opposite side of the street and we passed them. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, it was just a good day. I don't know. Fry Dan.
Oh gosh, don't say that.
Well,
no. So the the guy, I met him at Gen Con last year, and it caused a big hubbub.
A hubbub?
It was Billy Mitchell.
Oh, yeah, video game
so
champion.
Yeah, Jason was just not brave enough to go in the room because he was just like walking down the hall and went into his room, and I totally just did a fanboy thing and just followed him into the room.
Wait, was it his room?
No, it was like an arcade room that they had set up.
Okay.
Yeah, it was at the convention, not his hotel room.
I never heard of him then, but he's like the people say he was like an arcade, like he used to hold the world record or something.
Yeah, he held the world record for Donkey Kong. Like he beat.
Yeah.
Like the only way that you beat Pac-Man is that you overrun the memory on the game.
Right.
And then you have to play it for like another 30 seconds or so. But like 2 of his Donkey Kong scores were invalid because they were not on an original arcade circuit board. So like I didn't know that like he could come under fire for cheating. I was like, oh hell yeah. Billy Mitchell, and like he even said to me, he was like, believe everything that they say. And I was like, what the hell does this mean? Like, okay, man, sounds good. And
funny.
Like I posted the picture, and everyone's like, he's a dirty cheater, and I'm like,
oh,
damn, okay, sorry. He was still really nice. He's super tall too. So, I think he's probably the most famous person he's the most famous person I've ever met. Just randomly.
Yeah.
Now, like, we did get pictures with Rita Repulsa a few years ago.
Where? That's pretty cool.
Lexington Comic Con.
Dude, she's got to be old.
She's not that old. She is pretty old. She was also the Red Fraggle.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay.
You've never heard of Fraggle Rock before?
No.
Sam loves Fraggle Rock, right?
Sam loves Fraggle Rock. She's gonna murder you now.
What is Fraggle
Rock? It's a Muppet. It's like, you know what Muppets are, right?
Yeah.
They're Muppets. Like they live underground. They're tiny. Like, yeah. It's a Jim Henson thing.
I have never heard of this. Fraggle Rock. Weird.
But you have heard of Rita Repulsa.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I watched Power Rangers as a kid until I wasn't allowed to because I got overstimulated and hit my brother. Don't laugh.
That's great.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to watch it anymore. Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
Like, that's fine. I'm not allowed to watch wrestling in my living room anymore because my son wrestles my daughter to the ground and cuts the
yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Oh man, that makes my day. That literally makes my day.
That's funny.
Oh man.
When was this on the air? 1983 to 1987. Yeah, I was not alive for this.
Yeah, it was replays that she watched.
There are Frazzles, Doozers, and Gorgs.
Yep. Let's see. The next set of questions are Christmas. That's kind of gone away. We kind of talked about Christmas last time. So let's do a small. The last set of questions are decade in questions.
Ooh.
So let's just very quickly. So Tyler and I have not played for the entire decade. But we can probably give our favorite. Let's just call it the best set of the decade.
Ooh. Warlight.
Warlight. Yeah, you said it before I could say it.
Yeah, that's probably
That set drew so many people to the game. All of the events were so huge.
Like, what was the first set of the decade? I don't even remember.
2000. You can look.
I think
I'm going back and looking.
Like Brave and the Bold or something, maybe.
It's probably somewhere around Thor, Brave and the Bold. Like
first set of the decade was
like
Brave
2010. Yeah, like 2010.
Yeah, Brave and the Bold.
Yeah, first set was Brave and the Bold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hammer of Thor was the last set of the decade previous. Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because my first set was like in 07, so yeah.
Yeah.
GSX was pretty great though too, back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I just don't have any context there on that one.
Yeah. No, it was really good.
I mean, I think the other thing is that Warlight, if you include the con exclusives, it was also, I think it's just also been the largest HeroClix set ever released too.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it was just so cool. It was like there were lanterns and stuff. Necron was the final boss. It was huge. It was awesome. It was
and I think it really embodied the start of 100%. Like it embodied the start of stat clicks.
Maybe, I don't know what was before that.
But yeah, it was all this off the board stuff had started, right? Like so it is like ID cards really solidified it, but you had this ability to where you were bringing in constructs from outside of the game. Your entity your entity you couldn't fight set outside the map. It gave you stats and bonuses that combined with the ring. Now you could fight the battery, but
but nobody did because
I've seen that happen before. Like
I saw it happen.
It's very rare.
Two OMAs fight each other. They usually go after the battery.
Right.
And HC Realms does list Warlight as having 251 pieces, by the way.
Jesus.
Yes.
With all the constructs and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I am super proud to say I still own them all.
Damn.
Yeah, I at one time had a complete set of that. I do not any longer, but I used to. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot to collect. And then some of the things you needed in multiples too, right? Like if you wanted like Orange Lantern constructs and even some of the regular constructs you could play.
And the recruits were just good.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But then some of the constructs you could play them to start out the battery with, and then you could morph the battery into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a good one.
I mean, some guys could equip them, like Kyle Rayner could equip the wall to begin with, and then you could put the wall in the battery too, and like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or if you wanted to do 2 shields, you had to buy the starter set twice.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't too popular to do, but that was a possibility. Yeah. I'm glad we all. I mean, people could disagree with that one. I mean, obviously there was other impactful sets, but
they could if they want to be wrong.
But I mean, if you look at it right, like it had equipment via the entities, it had horde tokens, resources, alternate kind of game mechanics with the guys that equip, like the Kyle Rayner you were talking about. It was a limited edition OP set.
Right.
It was the last of the big grand prizes.
It had beautiful sculpts in it.
Yep.
Fantastic sculpts.
Just really cool figures too, like the House and Estro duo, the Spectre, First Lantern was called Superboy Prime. Yeah, just like cool stuff.
Superboy Prime was in Team Titans.
Well, they had Red Lantern Superboy in this set.
And Yellow Lantern.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Yeah, we got like Dexstar.
Dexstar.
Yeah.
I mean, so you combined all of those things together, and it literally had like every piece of a HeroClix game. Like it's self-contained to have every element in the game book.
Despotellus
within it.
Oh, yeah. Zilius Zox. That was a good one.
Yep.
Guys.
Zilius Zox is the Red Lantern one, right?
Yeah. Gallifrey was the green one.
Yeah,
and then we got the Black Lantern one too, right?
Yep. Oh yeah, that's right. Yep.
That was Gallius Dead, I think.
That was Gallius Dead, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, no, they were both. Yeah, Gallius Dead was black and green,
and Zilius was red.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There's a lot of good. Man, I love that set. And you got to play so much sealed that you knew everything, and then Weapon of Record broke everything.
Yeah.
Weapon of Record is probably the best common of all time.
He was an uncommon, but yeah.
Oh, was he? Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Weapon of Cord would definitely be best uncommon of the decade for sure.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know. I also liked. I mean, Sodom Yacht was really good for the point.
He was in the second wave. He was like the Weapon of Cord for the second wave.
Yeah, because you were able to play your battery.
Yeah.
Your green.
Oh, and there was 2 waves too. There was 2 waves of this set. That's awesome. You had to wait for some of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a cool set.
Yeah, we got Kilowog in there. It's like the last time he was done. First. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man, and we just played with this guy. We got Bedovian.
Oh yeah, that guy's awesome. The sniper
guy.
Dude. Yeah, the 10 range, sharpshooting, precision striking. 11 for 3 sniper that you couldn't draw lines of fire to him. And at the time, you couldn't pulse wave him either, I don't think.
Lines of fire are blocked? I don't know. I don't remember how that worked.
Yeah. Because before you drew the lines of fire, then drew the circle or something like that, so you couldn't. Weird. Yeah. You could definitely pulse wave him now.
I had all the red lanterns from this at one point. It was awesome. I like red lanterns.
Yeah. What a fantastic set.
Yep, that was my favorite still.
But we could go into a lot of intricacies with that, like what's the best retail set, that sort of thing. But I think if you say best retail set, that one's tough. I mean,
Mighty Thor.
Well, let's see. So that would
Black
be
Panther.
No, if I was to say best super booster set, because Mighty Thor was a super booster set.
Yeah, but there's only been 2 of those?
No, well there was the one with the team bases, and then there was 2 of them with a Marvel and a DC one with the team bases, and then the Mighty Thor.
So 3?
Yeah, but I think the team bases are better than the Colossals for the time to time.
Probably, I don't know. I never used the team bases.
The Justice League team base was broke as shit.
Yeah. So I don't know. If you were to just say best retail 5-figure booster set without a Colossal in it.
Yeah, it might be AVPI.
Or World's Finest.
World's Finest was really good too. Yeah.
Wait, World's Finest was Super Booster.
No, what?
No, that was Superman, Wonder Woman.
Oh, you're right.
That's right. That was the other Super Booster. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, wasn't Galactic Guardians a Super Booster too? You had Mole Man and Master Mold and stuff.
No, Master Mold was in
GSX.
GSX.
Oh, okay.
No.
No. It wasn't.
It was Galactic Guardians.
Was it? Yeah, I guess it was.
Yeah, but they had the
that was the original one. I'm thinking of the other one. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy is what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of good stuff, but the future is upon us. And with that, let's talk about final thoughts for the night, Tyler.
I don't have any. Stick to your New Year's resolutions. I know it's been a week. Maybe you've already failed, but if you haven't, stick to them.
Mm-hmm. Jason?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I've been so disconnected from HeroClix lately. We've barely played anything in the last 4 months. So
back health is very important.
Yeah, I don't know how it hurt my back either. I'm just old and fat and out of shape, I guess. The trifecta.
Well, we're going to get you back into click shape.
Yeah,
my click shape.
My New Year's resolution is to play more HeroClix.
That is an excellent resolution. How's it going so far?
Not very good.
Hey, we played last week.
We did.
Okay.
I got in one game.
There you go.
So yeah.
Baby steps.
Yeah.
Yes, my one prob was too much for Jason.
Yeah, my dice just told every time Dan would roll, I'd miss on the free roll every freaking time. It was so bad.
And it was a 600-point game, so I could have included 10 probs, but I just
one was enough.
But I just had one, and I made Jason miss by one every time.
Like, oh, it was so bad. Yeah.
He was a little sad about that.
Yeah.
So, my final thoughts is, I'm looking forward to this year. Sam is going to try to get back in with this February WKO season. We've got Theo in a good place, and hoping he stays there and able to get back into playing. And Lane's married now, so hoping that we can coerce Lane back into playing.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not hopeful about that one, but I'm going to be optimistic about it, I guess. If those two are not synonyms. But other than that, thanks everybody for listening to Clickstuff today, and we'll talk to y'all next time.
See ya.
Later.